Hi guys, so today we're going to be learning about what does it mean when there's a negative in front of the parentheses. Well, we know when there's a number in front of the parentheses, it means to distribute. And if we read the directions, we have here that it says distribute the negative in front of the parentheses. Now ask yourself, what does the word distribute mean again? Well, the word distribute means to multiply. So, when there is a negative in front of the parentheses, it's like having an invisible -1 in front of the parentheses. So now it's probably pretty easy to see how we're going to solve this problem. So we're going to go ahead and set up our box. Oh no. We're going to set up our box. And I'm going to have -1 on our side and 2x plus 4 at the top. Draw my line. And now you can probably pause the video and do the rest of the problem on your own. So go ahead and pause and then we'll continue. Alright, so -1 times 2x is -2x. -1 times 4 is -4. So your final answer should have been -1 times 2x plus 4 equals -2x minus 4. Okay, and there you have it. And that's what you're actually going to do for the rest of these problems. But I do want to go over a little bit more practice problems with you guys, or if you feel already comfortable, you can go ahead and get started. But once again, let's try it one more time. So when there's a negative in front of the parentheses, it's like having an invisible -1. So let's go ahead and set up our box. I'm going to have -1 in the front, 3x plus 2. Draw my line. So -1 times 3x, -3x. -1 times +2, -2. So let's go ahead and write down our final answer. -1 times 3x plus 2 equals -3x minus 2. All right, let's do one more, a little bit more challenging one. So remember, when I have a negative in front of my parentheses, it's like having an invisible -1. Let's go ahead and set up our box. Okay, so I'm going to have -1 in the front, x minus 1 minus 2x at the top. Go ahead and set up your lines. So -1 times x is -x. Negative times a negative is positive. So -1 times -1 is 1. -1 times -2x is positive 2x. So my final answer would be -1 x minus 1 minus 2x equals -x plus 1 plus 2x. Now note here that we can actually combine this -x and this 2x because they both contain x. So -x plus 2x is 1x plus 1, or we can just write this as x plus 1. Okay, let's go ahead and see another way of solving this same problem. So I'm going to write it in purple now. So this is the second way. Okay, so let's go ahead and rewrite the problem. -1 x minus 1 minus 2x. So I'm going to set up my box. Oopsies. Oh, before I actually set up my box, we can actually combine terms first. So this has an x and this has an x. So what is x minus 2x? Well, x minus 2x is -1x, and then I still have that minus 1. So then I go ahead and set up my box. I have -1 in the front, -1x minus 1. So a -1 times -1x, that's going to give me positive 1x negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. So as you can see, I actually end up getting the same answer. This is equal to 1x plus 1 or x plus 1. Okay guys, I hope this video helps, oopsies, and that you're able to do the rest on your own. If you feel I'm going too fast, pause the video, rewind, and then play it again. Okay? Alright, hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday.